Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and today I want to make a video on possible rogue range spec. What? So, in Legion, you're going to be waiting for Legion for a while, so you might want to try this. The rogue range spec. Now, originally, my stream have challenged me to try the range spec as a rogue, and to my surprise, you actually deal a pretty decent amounts of damage as a combat rogue just by throwing Shuriken Toss. So you're completely ignoring all of your melee abilities altogether, and I was utilizing only Shuriken Toss as my main damaging ability. From time to time, if an enemy is close by, I could kill and spray an enemy if I wanted to, and I could combo Adrenaline Rush and Shuriken Toss together pretty well. But for the most part, it's all about the range spec and seeing just how much damage you can deal at a distance to a single enemy, let alone a bunch of enemies at the same time. And this spec actually dealt some sort of considerable damage. While I'm not sure the exact reason why it dealt as much damage as it did, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of it is the fact that I have full conquest gear. But even with full conquest gear, as a combat rogue, I'm not taking full advantage of all the, benefits of a combat rogue, such as advancing myself into insight and getting into shallow and deep and moderate insight. But I'm simply rolling Shuriken Toss with a couple of special talents set up for the whole range spec in order to get my coolies back quicker, in order to be able to throw shurikens a lot more often, and it ended up being actually a lot of fun and somewhat viable. And when I say somewhat viable, I say that as loosely as possible. So when we take a look at the spec, we are running Shuriken Toss. We are also running Venom Rush in order to get more Shuriken Tosses out there, as you can auto attack a couple targets, spread the poisons of wound poison onto a few people, so then you're able to spam Shuriken Toss more often for more sustained damage. And for the most part, we are also grabbing Deadly Throw. First of all, Deadly Throw is straight up useless. But one of the benefits of a combat rogue is every time we spend combo points offensively, we reduce the cooldown of our major coolies such as Sprint, Killing Spree, and Adrenaline Rush. With that in mind, the whole idea behind it is to just Shuriken Toss at a target that procs a lot of damage, and I'll explain exactly how the Shuriken Toss mechanic is, effective for a combat rogue specifically. Overall, you're just dealing damage at a distance, and once you have too many combo points that you can't spend into recuperate or slice and dice for more auto attack damage, overall you're just trying to just spend as many combo points and get your coolies back up so you can stay at a range with your opponent, and it literally does no damage. If I could take out Deadly Throw completely and replace it with any other ability, honestly I would give an enemy an ability where I heal them instead of Deadly Throw, just because it's so freaking useless. But let me go over why Shuriken Toss works for combat rogue. So, how does Shuriken Toss work better for combat rogue rather than any other spec of rogue? I tried this before in the past with subtlety, assassination, and combat, and at the time I didn't really pay attention much to it, but at the time combat rogue came out on top, and coming back to this setup, it was actually surprising to see that it was somewhat functional for combat. The reason it's functional for combat is, one, because of our mastery, as we are auto-attacking our target with Shuriken Toss, which happens at a distance. As long as you're 10 yards or further away from your opponent once you hit Shuriken Toss, you're hitting them with the Shuriken Toss, you're hitting them with the auto-attacks, with a poison application of wound poison or insta-poison, which you should be running wound poison for PvP. And there's mastery hits. The mastery hits apply to your Shuriken Toss as an auto attack, so you overall get a lot more damage. And all these mastery hits, auto attacks, basic attacks can proc multi-strikes, some can proc crit. And as you have your haste up, slice and dice up available at all times, you get more auto attacks and more chances for your mastery hits. Your mastery hits also have a chance, which, because your mastery hits are offhand, they have a chance to restore you some energy, so you can keep hitting Shuriken Toss more often. So that's why it, for the most part, works out best for a combat rogue. Now, I tried it for assassination, and the poison damage just simply wasn't enough, because you do want to get wound poison out, and you don't want to get the major crits that you can combo together with Vendetta. And it doesn't really work for subtlety as well either, because with subtlety is best if you get find weakness, but the whole idea is to stay at range from your opponent. Granted, as a combat rogue, we are literally giving up the whole idea of building insight at any point. And all we were doing is Shuriken Tossing our targets from range, trying to stay away from them, keep up as far away from them as possible. And if they get close by, maybe Killing Spree and then run out, but the idea is to be at range as best as we can. And overall, it ended up working probably the best for a combat rogue so far. And it actually was a blast playing it all together on stream. I'm simply just running around ranging enemies, and it's not like I kill them in a single big blow, but it's more like I'm whittling them down, and it all kind of depends on how much energy I have. once I pop a trinket and I get lucky mastery procs for more energy and I have a adrenaline rush rolling, I can literally just like pelt somebody with Shuriken Tosses back to back to back to back at a distance, and they won't know where their damage is coming from. So it adds a little bit of an element of confusion to other players that are playing on the other side. Now, I have no clue how effective this is if you have zero gear whatsoever, but it's still a lot of fun to try if you're maybe in Battlegrounds. I definitely would not recommend this to anyone who is trying to push any serious rating, but if you just want to chill at range and just throw some shurikens, SPEC for combat, grab Shuriken Toss, grab the talents that are listed, and I'll show them in the video as well, and just have fun. My name is Darren, having fun with some Shuriken Toss. Hopefully you guys check it out, and hopefully try yourself. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.